Greetings and welcome to a special Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team video where today I'm going over a bunch of new FAQs and errata for Kill Team that have just dropped 20 minutes ago. But before we get into things, please remember to like and subscribe as well as comment. Let me know what you think of these changes. Do you like them? Do you hate them? And remember, I've got a Discord you can check out in the episode description below for free, as well as a Patreon if you want to give me some more support. But let's get on with things. So yeah, you know, we're waiting for a balanced data slate. And we get a bunch of FAQs instead. I mean, if the balanced data slate does drop today after everything else, it's going to be another video, but let's get into it. So, got all these changes here, compendium, core rules. So I'll go with the core rules first because they're the most important. And then for the core rules, no new erratas. Well, you've got kill zone, shadow votes, add the following. This terrain feature has a movement characteristic of, okay, good. People who play with that narrative terrain are going to be very happy. Then the designer's commentary. Let's go down, go down. How does a medic operative's ability take effect when another friendly operative is incapacitated, e.g. reanimation beams or medic from Kasrkin, interact with ranged weapons that make subsequent blast attacks? Resolve all the required shooting attacks. Then if the medic operative is not incapacitated, use that ability at the start of the move incapacitated operative step. So this is actually a contention because people are saying like, oh, if I kill the medic via a blast or whatever, can it still resurrect people? So there's actually a nerf to the medic. Now instead of like, you can't even do it on the first person, the medic's just, if the medic dies during like a blast or multi-hit attack, that's just gone. So that's a big change. Some shooting attacks occur when enemy operatives move within a specific distance of a token, such as, you know, Kasrkin and mine layers. Is this shooting attack made against enemy operatives as it's within the specified distance, or if the location on its move? The former, as soon as it moves within the distance. So basically, the moment you hit it, you take the hit, so you can't just magically keep moving and then take the hit at the end of your action. With the proximity special rule still in mind, what happens in the likely event that an operative forms a charge action, triggers the proximity attack, survives, but can no longer finish the move? If there are no enemy operatives that can finish that action within engagement range of, then you do not need to... Oh, so the increments can be still used as pledge. So you basically get refunded if you can no longer charge. If my operative has a rule that allows me to roll a hit before the attacker, yes, in such instances, the Voice Guard Kanafi can parry. The new attacker would resolve a hit in the first order of dice. So just clarify an attack order for special abilities. Some rules require operatives to be in a certain distance of an objective marker. If an operative carrying an objective marker, can other operatives or the operative carrying it be required distance of that objective marker for these rules? No. Unless the rule also mentions carried objective markers, it must be markers on the kill zone. This is to create a clean and consistent rule state and avoid more unusual rules interactions if the answer was yes. I like this. Really good. Making it clear that it technically doesn't make sense, but it stops a cascade of rules problems. Many medic operatives have an ability that says once per turning point, the first time X would be incapacitated, X being the... What does the first time mean? It means the first friendly X operative incapacitated that fulfills the rules criteria during the turning point. If you do not use it for this first operative, you cannot use it for a different operative later in the turning point. So that's another nerf to medics. Like if you don't choose to use it, then you can't use it for the rest of the turning point. And then after that, that's pretty much it for questions. So for compendium changes, okay, like they said compendiums have been updated, but I can't find anything there. So this is a fake change, I guess. Okay, for Lucidian Starstriders, this is all brand new. If a private or support asset is used but there's no valid targets, no, that's not new. When performing a shoot action with an asset, if your line of sight is drawn on a vantage point, do you benefit from the vantage point? Yes, good. There were a lot of people saying no, so this actually helps Starstriders a bit and makes their assets a little bit more powerful. So this is nice. Farstalker Kinband doesn't have anything again. This is just a lie. I think they've just said everyone is updated, but nothing has changed with Farstalker Kinband. Hunter Clade, okay. Calculated eradication TAC-op. When counting the wounds lost from this TAC-op, if an operative is reduced to 0 wounds, ignore excess wounds lost. For example, if it's 5 and you have 2 wounds remaining, count as 2 wounds. That's fine. That's actually useful. And then with the balanced data slate change in mind, does the deprecation take effect for a doctrine imperative selected for the command override tactical ploy? Yes. Depreciate effects are only ignored the first time a doctrine is imperative selected for your kill team. So if you do the second one, so let's say you like, oh, I've given everyone +1 move, but with this operative, I want them to get a reroll in shooting, you would get the downside of that all the time now. That's actually, I didn't even think of that. That's a good question to be answered. So for Imperial Navy breaches, When an operative makes multiple shooting attacks from one shoot action, does the blitz tactical apply? Oh my, it does apply to all of them, not just the first one. That's broken. I was playing as if it only works on the first one. Damn. Wow, that's a great buff for the Grenadier. So for example, if the Grenadier throws his super blast crack grenade and you he's the first one to activate, now you retain a crit for everyone. Well, I guess they just want people to play breaches. When a Geese Skull is incapacitated as well as the detonator special rule, do the remaining wounds count as being lost for particular attack ops and mission objectives? Yes, there we go. That's good. At least there's some downside. Okay, so for commandos, when a bomb squig operative is incapacitated as sort of its bomb special rule, do the remaining wounds count as being lost for particular attack ops? And yes, so like the skull for the Navy breaches. Legionary, let's go down. Some rules allow you to resolve a hit before the attacker, e.g. bladed stance ability. How do these interact with the Shive Talons ability? Vicious Reflexes changes the order of dice resolution, but rules such as Bladed Stance happen before the order of dice resolution. As a result, Bladed Stance would allow the Void Scarred Kanathi to parry first, then a normal resolution would begin, starting with the Shive Talon. Okay, that's a useful interaction clarified there. So Novitiates seem to have had a few. Let's go down. So Exacta Whip into Frenzy. Add the following to the end of the final sentence. Add white to its movement characteristic to a maximum of 4 white. So it's not super clear, so people may go like, oh no, I can add 4 times. No. The movement characteristic is 3 white, so it makes it 4 white. So you can no longer whip it at the end of after it's activated and whip it again in the next turning point to make it move 10 inches and charge 12. So that's useful. And there's nothing else. So for Veteran Guardsmen, let's go down. When performing a shoot action with the tactical asset, if you're from a vantage, that gains it as well. Nice. When starting a Spec Ops campaign, can I add blah blah blah? Yes, good for Spec Ops players. So for Wyrmblade, close quarters, if a Wyrmblade offers a guard action in the activation, which is order was changed for concealed engage, does it gain the benefit of coat ambush? No. There we go. Hierotek is definitely new, so let's see this. If a friendly Cryptek is selected for deployment is not in the kill zone, can a Prentech operative still perform the action of one of its Crypteks? So it can use one of the Cryptek powers? Yes. When using the Magnification Conduit ability, if using other friendly operative as the active operative for line of sight and it's on a vantage point, yeah, you gain the benefit of vantage points. That's it for Hierotek. Yay. Now for Kasrkin. Demo Trooper, plant motor mine action. Add the following relevant part to the first sentence. Place your melted mine token in a location visible to and within black of this operative. So you can no longer phase it through walls. And that's it. Okay, so for the FAQ and update, FAQ and errata overview, this is the reason everything says updated, right, is because they've combined erratas and designers commentary into one single document, which I like. The only problem is now everything looks like it's had changes when it hasn't. But this is at least a sacrifice for everything being neater, which is good. Just weird, right? Odd this has dropped before the balanced data slate. Maybe the balanced data slate is dropping at the same time. So we'll see. I'll edit this video now because it's better to do it separately. And I'll get to launching it, and that's pretty much it. No big changes. I think the biggest change is just medics. Medics got clarified a bit, which is fine. Starstriders and Vet Guard, like that their assets now benefit from vantage points. Other than that, not many changes, which is good, I guess. We're waiting for the balanced data slate, which is good. I mean, I think I prefer this update to the last one because the last one had a lot of buffs for Phobos, which didn't make sense. I mean, I still think the most egregious thing is the Imperial Navy Breacher Blitz. Like, as I said, if you hit multiple operatives, you now get to retain multiple crits. Like, it's crazy. But I guess that's more of a balanced data slate change. The FAQ and erratas are now just clarifying stuff, which is good. Overall, really good. Once again, another good FAQ. I like some of the answers, especially with the carrying objectives. Really like their clarification there, because people go, it doesn't make sense. And go, we know, but we have to keep it consistent. Otherwise, the game becomes very, very weird. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for me today. Please remember to like and subscribe as well as comment. Let me know what you thought of these FAQ changes. Do you agree, disagree? Thought they should have been more? Happy with how it is? Just let me know. I remember I've got a Discord you can check out in the episode description below, as well as a Patreon if you want to give me some more support. And I'll quickly thank my patrons. So for my adepts of the crit, I have Samaru, Sam, Robin, NinjaLee83, Kenzie, John Thomas, Captain Murder, Dave, Daniel, Average Joe 27, and Adzik. And then for my veterans of the crit, I have Sam Just. So thank you so much. Support really means a lot to me and helps support the channel. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Short update. I kind of want to wait a bit to see if we get balanced data slate, but we'll see. But I've just finished editing my Warhammer World Battle Report, which should go up on Thursday because today is Wednesday. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. And remember, no matter what happens with the FAQs and erratas, you always have hope as long as you can roll a crit.